Second referee, Mr. Daniel Palada. Now let's welcome your starters for Signal HD Spikers. Starting off with their team captain, number 8, Isay Marasigan. At jersey number 4, Peter Torres. Wearing jersey number 7, JP Bogawan. At number 10, Wendell Miguel. Wearing jersey number 15, Mark Espejo. Jersey number 18, EJ Casanya. Starting libero is number 13, Manuel Sumangit. Head coach is Mr. Dexter Clamor. Now introducing the starting lineup for VNS Volleyball Club. Starting off with their team captain, number 18, Ron Medalia. At number 3, Philip Michael Bagalay. Jersey number 4, Russell Fronda. At number 8, Jeremy Pedrosa. Wearing jersey number 9, Rocky Moto. Jersey number 12, Jan Mangulabna. Libero is number 2, John Joshua Cruz. Head coach is Mr. Ralph Raymond Ocampo. This is match number 53 of the preliminary rounds between Signal HD
and just
Spikers.
about ready to get underway. A look at the Signal HD Spikers, more or less standard issue for them, AJ.
Yes, the usual suspects for Signal. They're veterans, and over on VNS, although it's a little depleted, as Ayana mentioned, I think they still have the veterans in their team who will put up a fight.
In the meantime, first serve belongs to the Griffins. They're in for a fight, but as Ayana also mentioned, they're on a 2-game winning streak, so their confidence will be at a good level. It will be high in the first set, and the first point produced very quickly.
Bogawan making quick work from the middle. Pasanya engaging the middles early on.
And which is the objective of most volleyball teams. Get the middle under control in your favor, of course. That serve is outside. Good read.
Femi Bagalay, my former partner, up at the serve.
How long did you team up together?
It was cut short because we paired up before the pandemic.
That
we had
thing.
so much plans, yeah, but pandemic happened.
And the action picking up here. That's double contact. And Signal gets a point via that call. It's 2-1 here in the first. We've got Marcus Espejo all set to serve for all of you. Cannonball. The set. The strike. Espejo lifts it high. The set. The attack. And good dive. And the good push to the other side. Casanya. And it's still in play. What's the call?
I think there's a crossing violation to be called on Marasigan. He wasn't able to break the momentum.
Hindi nakapreno eh.
Yeah, crossing violation.
So, it's violations producing the point so far for both sides, 2 and 2. In play. Oh! JP Bogawan makes a clean hit down the middle.
That's what I like about the quick of Bogawan. It's very well timed, like 0 to first tempo.
At saka yung precision niya, you know? Yung swiftness, at saka gusto ko yung pitik niya malinis. No hesitation, 3 and 2 count. That's a bit of mishit by Fronda. No clean connection, and Signal advances by 2.
Yeah, quite half-hearted on the approach for Fronda. As you can see there, Peter Torres making quick work of that block.
The serve in play, and it's outside.
Good intention in the part of Bagawan to target the line of zone 5. Just overcooked it.
And that's why you do make those service mistakes early on, trying to see if you can nail those targets. The service in play, Espejo. There's a touch, easily handled by Russell Fronda. Ang regalo, masarap upakan, ano? Pero kung punto-punto lang, no? Tabla po tayo sa 4. Close and tight, and the double block is there.
A good read in the part of Fronda. Back-to-back points for him.
And it's now 5-4 in favor of VNS. Didn't last very long, and Signal is back tying this first set. Marasigan will be serving. Isai taking his sweet time. And they're really targeting that line, huh?
They're trying to get Medalla off system.
Yes. And right through the alley by Marcus Espejo.
Quintessential Marcus Espejo firing from the back row. Once he gets started, it's really hard to stop him.
Yun, bihirang, madalas, dahil sa lundag niya, madalas ma-JJ walking sa gitna yan eh. Pero 6-5 ang ating bilang. Signal advances slightly. The serve into the net. Ended up short for Marasigan.
2 service errors now in the part of Signal and 2 attack errors.
Yes, go ahead. We're tied at 6, that is. In the meantime, Casanya. Hindi na iangat ni Cruz.
Once again, I'm expecting a lot of back row or big, that's what you call it, yung super bilis na pipe from Marcus Espejo in this match. That's his specialty.
Ano yan? Bibigain nila all the way yan. Hanggat kaya yan. Yun ang target talaga. High up and out. And we have arrived at the technical timeout, AJ. And we'll take a short break and return to the first set.
Tapos, first option, di ba lagi natin quicker tapos back row. Kailangan dito mo sa mga ganitong laban na practice yung mga back row natin. Ha? Guys, we have 3 service errors na kagad. So, ano natin, lagyan natin ng disiplina yung mga service natin. Take time, masyadong magmadali. Ha? Go, 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 go.
Let's go. Let's go, Signal. Signal.
You're still watching the Spikers Turf 2023 Open Conference. Now, I'm sure a lot of us are curious about the Signal HD Spikers and how all their wins are just 3-setters. And actually, sinabi nga sa akin ni Head Coach Dex Clammer, he shared that the last conference was definitely a wake-up call. The last conference is also very painful for them, especially with the loss of the championship, and they do not want to repeat any of the mistakes they did in this conference. Back to you, 7 Doc AJ.
Thank you very much, Aliana Perlas. And it's 9-6 after that long attempt. All set to serve will be Miguel. It touches the net. In play, punched over. Here comes the set. From the rear, it looks long.
But I think they're going to call a check.
Oo nga, mukhang tinawagan ng check.
There's a check, and its point goes to Medalla from the back row.
So it's officially 9-7. 7 serving right now. We've got Fronda all set to serve. Russell serve. It's into the net.
Ronda serves up the second error for VNS.
Mukhang maagang ating mga service errors, ano ha? And they're trying to get something done. They're targeting places. We've got Torres. You'll enjoy his slides later on. And these running attacks. His serve is in play. Cruz gets to it. Uh-oh. Adjustment in the air. Did not materialize that time for Rocky Motol.
Yeah, ball was set a little too low. And grabe yung elevation ni Motol eh. Masyado mababa for him.
Oo, para kang piloto nag-a-adjust nung sa turbulence dun. Samantala, Torres with his second serve. Loaded, but kept in play. EJ in play. Lively action. First long exchange. Still in play. Crowd into it. Here comes the set. By Mangolobnan, and it is foiled.
Pemimgale quite locked out by the block of Bugawan there. Not much space for Pemi to work on.
VNS has requested for a timeout. Let's give it to them.
So kapag nag-set kayo ng open, dapat dumulo talaga yung set para mapacheck. Kasi pag bumitin, pa-block nila kasi katakip masyado yung ano eh. Katakip sila sa rin malalaki. Pag walang tayo, receive lang tayo ng maganda. Kailangan lumusot yung mga bola natin kasi hindi sila sanay na lumulusot yung mga bola. Magagaling sila mag-block eh. So tignan natin, challenge natin.
Sige lang, isa-isa.
Isa lang, isa-isa head.
VNS on 3, 1, 2, 3!
That was pretty crystal clear, and there's an inherent desire to pierce that wall that Signal likes to post as far as their blocking is concerned. I love when Filipino coaches say, improve natin yung blockings natin. Di ba? Oh, inside!
Service ace for Peter Torres. VNS thought that it was sailing out.
Kuminsan sasalok bababa yan eh.
Yeah, and the contact wasn't as solid, so they thought that it was gonna sail out.
Parang mali ang hit eh.
Yeah.
6-point lead for the HD Spikers, undefeated in 4 starts. And the miss. 13-8 tally here. The serve in play for Mangolobnan. Oh, I think it's out. It was lethal, it was powerful, but it was out of bounds.
Just overcooked it a bit, but yeah, spectacular play.
Kulang sa baon ng angulo ng wrist. 13-9 tally. 2 points in a row by VNS, but they waste one.
At this point, VNS cannot afford any more service errors as the lead continues to balloon.
Not against Signal.
Yeah.
Bagala. Got it! Ano ba? You know him better than all of us here. Is it Bagalay? Bagalay.
Bagalay.
Bagalay. Mabagal.
Yes. But not that spike.
Not at all.
From Pemi.
Not at all. It is 10 against 14. Bagalay. Mark with a dig. And that's off the fingertips. Bugawan doing Bugawan things.
Bugawan now at 3 out of 5 attempts. Whopping 60%. And that is why, if I'm not mistaken, he's the lead or most efficient attacker currently for Signal, followed by the server, Mark Espejo.
Ang hirap ka rin kalaban ng Signal. Ang daming weapon eh. Pagka hindi kumlik si Mark, that service out. Pag hindi na-click si Bugawan at si Mark, go to Peter Torres.
Yeah. And the bench is deep for Signal.
Sobra. 15-11 count here. Motol will be serving. His team currently down by 4. Sumangid gets to it. That's dug up nicely, but it's out of reach. There's a good attempt to keep it in play. But we arrive at the second technical timeout at 16. Signal is comfortably ahead.
Alam naman natin kung sino lang yung key spikers nila. So, yun ang babantayan natin. Dito yung number 4. Pag magandang pasa sa kanya binibigay. Tuloy lang. Tuloy lang sipag. Tapos, ilan na tayo? 4 na. 4 na. 5 na. 5 na. O, disiplina, 5 na. Patapos na yung 5 na. Ano? Bali. Tayo tayo.
Welcome back to the Spikers Turf 2023 Open Conference. Now, I want to talk about Signal's last game against the Navy Sea Lions and how they actually had a hard time against PGJC. Now, the reasons towards this is because meron pala silang giggle factor yung Signal sa Navy Sea Lions because they never won against them. So, the emotions were up there. They were out of focus. Kahit sa warm-up pa lang, wala na sila sa focus. But today, they are all in. Back to you, 7 Doc AJ.
Ay, ang gigil talaga. Gigil. There's no English translation quite as clear. You gotta play with an even keel, but excellent block. Excellent double wall there.
Miguel turned down by Fronda. And Fronda so far doing a good job guarding the net, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah, it was actually mangulabnan.
There's a nice satisfaction that's different from scoring a spike.
Yes.
Iba yung satisfaction ng block it, as that service wasted that time by Pedrosa.
4 service errors now for VNS. That is the number of lead Signal has over them.
Change in the setter position. Asia for Signal is coming in. So is Valbuena. This is Coach Dexter's familiar substitution pattern. Dual serve in play. Medalla. Cruz makes it a set. And I think he overshot the mark. Naku, itong mayroong issue ang kupunan ng VNS. Yes. So, they want to review that last play. Block touch.
Against the triple block of Signal, Medalla going for a wrist away shot.
Again, ang ating protocol pagka mayroong review, we do not show replays so that we do not pass judgment on it. Mahirap din naman makita. And we have a referee who is assigned as the review referee. They're right beside us here. We'll take a look at it. Here it is.
Quite far from the block of Miguel.
Unsuccessful challenge. And the score will become 18-13. Jewel Asia, the other alternate setter. Medalla is the target there. That's long, and it will be a 6-point lead for Signal HD.
Pedrosa finding some struggles here in set number 1. Hasn't scored any points yet out of 5 attempts.
Not for lack of trying, you know.
Yeah, not for lack of trying, but just getting touched by the defense of Signal.
3 straight points by the HD Spikers until that service mistake.
That's service error number 5 for Signal. Although quite a comfortable lead still.
And they're beginning to make their tiptoe towards the end of this first set, making short work of VNS here in the first set. Long.
And that service error is number 5 for VNS.
Yan bang serving, AJ, may strategy going into the game ang bawat team?
Yeah, definitely. Teams scout each other and look at angles or positions that they can exploit when it comes to target, location, para lang ma-disrupt yung offense or usual tendencies ng kalaban.
And Bagalay knocks it off the block. And in most sports where there's a net in the middle, you want to control the serve. And there's a good attempt by Pem. Blocked. In play. That's out of reach.
Alfred Valbuena introduces himself into the match with that cross-court attack.
And Alfred Valbuena compelling VNS to use a timeout.
Ngayon, kung hindi tayo mag-a-attempt na gawin yung best natin, kumbaga parang masyado tayo natatakot, nag-held back tayo, mahihirapan tayo lumaban. Diba? Kung yung pangapalong yan, hindi nyo talaga nilalagyan ng hagod, puro ganun-ganun lang yan. Nag-aalalay tayo, or kapag naalanganin tayo, hatawin nyo lang na hatawin ng di nag-iisip, mahihirapan tayo. Kasi matalino yung kalaban natin eh. Kumbaga sa laro, gugulangan lang tayo ng gugulangan. Magkaroon tayo ng ng diskarte.
Wag nyo i-complicate yung bag, yung mga ginagawa nyo sa loob ng court.
Sige.
Okay. 21-15 ang ating bilang sa kasalukuyan. Signal pulling away and they lead 21-15 here. Peter Torres with his familiar serve. Whoa, lalim na kuha ni Medalla. Peter puts it up with one hand. He toss it over. Cruz has to stretch. The touch. Asia makes it a set, and there's an open space.
And that is why, for me, he's the GOAT. Very intelligent player. It was way out of his comfort zone. The ball was too wide. They're just going for a soft roll shot.
Torres has been serving well. Then we set. Bagala is denied. But there is a net touch.
A net touch violation to be called on Valbuena.
We make the count 22-16. In the air we go with Asia set. Nicely done. Too hot to handle for Mangulabnan.
JP Bugawan, 4 out of 6 attempts. Cross body quick.
That's part of the thrill of this game, Ips, because you believe you can fly. Pedrosa, easy over. The set. Hinabol pa, lalabas na eh. But, net touch din.
Net touch violation, I think.
We are at set point with the HD Spikers. 24-16 is the count. Pedrosa and kept in play by the Spikers. It'll go as a net touch violation by Signal HD.
This is perhaps the most error-laden set for Signal throughout this conference.
All kinds. Serve, net touch.
Attack errors. And they're still in the lead.
Yeah. Diniin. I think they might call. Yeah, I thought so. Medyo
lifting violation
landed,
called
it was
Bugawan.
on his hand for a little too long. So they'll make it 24-18. The last 2 points have been scored by VNS, saving 2 set points. Gusto na umuwi ni Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, Seb Sarmenta here and AJ Perea together with Liana Perles will be right back with your second set. And Signal HD making it 25-18, pocketing the first set this afternoon. Okay, and that first set, medyo binilisan ng Signal, no? 25-18. I estimated less than 30 minutes to do that, AJ.
Yeah, and it was a Bugawan Espejo show once again. Both players leading the team in terms of attack and also chipping in some blocks there. And over on the other side, VNS just had 5 attack points and mostly from Bagale and Medalla. Not much output from the middles, and Pedrosa didn't able to tally a score or a point all throughout the first set. But the glaring story is both teams giving up 11 errors apiece. Although Signal was more aggressive with their services, that is why they were able to get the lead. It's just that VNS also doing equal amount of service errors while they are trailing.
That explains the irony of it all. Kasi ang dami ring error, pero sabi mo nga during the course of the first set, in the lead pa rin ang kupunan ng Signal. Welcome to the second set. VNS is on the left side of your picture while Signal HD will be on the right side, and we are underway with the second set. Good snappy serve. Sumanggid unable to hoist it high, and nasaktan yata si Miguel. Miguel may have hurt himself, but he is able to stand up on his own. Mga fear ng players na yung sprain, twist of the knees. Alam mo, itong larong to, very bad for your lower back. I don't know why. You know, older volleyball players, when we talk amongst ourselves, we say, nanukli na yung laro natin.
Dati wooden court pa, mas masakit sa tuhod.
Cemento sa Ateneo covered courts. In the meantime, we're tied at 1.
Marcus Bell just slicing it into the block.
And you know what Mark is going to do? Lalim. Nice double block. Nowhere to go. As Marasigan and Bugawan conniving there.
And that's why they are always targeting the open in zone 5. Medalla, take him out of the system. Then there are just 2 options for Mangulabnan in Pedrosa and the quicker Motol.
2-1 Cali. High up. Big dig by Espejo. Bugawan slaps it over. Here's a toss. Double block again.
Medalla shut down by Bugawan. Just really aggressive in his defense in the middle.
There's a different high when you are able to do a block.
And I dare to say that he's a big loss in the campaign for the SEA Games right now.
That's going through many challenges, In the meantime, it's 3-2 off the service error. Bugawan has been prolific here in the early goings. 8 points. Here's the set. Miguel flying. The track down, the one-handed set. A bit of a miss. Sumanggid gets to it. Wala na. One mistake following a mistake. And domino principle. We're tied at 3. Alam mo ang VNS, ang mindset to, makakuha tayo isang set, baka mag-iba ito eh. The odds are stacked in favor of Signal, of course. And look at this. VNS grabs the upper hand at 4-3. They've scored the last 3 points.
Just some execution lapses in the part of the attack of Signal.
Sumanggid. Oh, quick!
JT Bugawan making quick work of that error previously.
Parang yung quick, yung zero tempo. Huwag na natin patagalin.
As soon as the ball leaves or goes beyond the tape of the net, it's been hit.
Bugawan serve in action. The reverse set. Nicely done to the open area where there was nobody home.
Pedrosa finally tallies a score. out of 9 attempts since the first set.
Wala, pantayado siya no? Wala siya mapuntahan eh. Double block, single block on him. Alanganin, ginawa ng paraan.
Torres with his signature runner, even if it's quite offset for him.
Hindi ganun kalinis. Ayan na.
But still making good adjustment.
In a way, the net helping him in that sequence. This is in play. Mangulabnan onto the counter. It's outside already. Marcus Perez says, let's challenge this.
There's a challenge. Signal HD Spikers antenna touch.
The original call is that it was outside already. And let's await the decision of the referee that is reviewing it right now. Nawala yung music ng challenge. Yung may Leon. Diba? Ito na AJ.
Yeah, so, good challenge, good call by Coach Dexter Clamor.
And therefore, walang point.
Challenge is successful.
The challenge is
Point
successful.
will be replayed.
There is no point on that last play. And we now have it at 5 apiece still. Isai serve. Mangulabnan. Very tight. It's in the air. Sumanggit. Bang! Miguel blasting away.
Wendell Miguel just swiping the ball off the block.
Masikip yung set na yun. Ginawan lang ng paraan. 6-5 ang bilang natin. Good-sized Sunday crowd enjoying the game with all of you, wherever you are. Mangulabnan with the set, the push that time. Nakagulo ang Signal. Medalla gets something to bite.
Medalla finds the sweet spot behind the blockers. Isay Marasigan not able to reach it with his pancake dig.
Layo. Medalla will be serving. Espejo digs it up. Mintis, pero point pa rin.
Still waiting for that hammer from Peter Torres on the slide. Just missed contact a bit.
Ano yun, yung talon niya or is it the set? It's both, no?
Yeah, the set is kind of high.
Every player wants a certain level of the feed coming from the center, of course. Oh, door is sealed. Nowhere to go. Signal HD arrives at the first technical timeout of the second set ahead by 2.
Ikot or pwede mag-dress isay. Pag si Bugawa naman, 3 spikers sa unahan, quick, be quick. Kailangan natin magama yung yung blocking natin doon. Kasi may hihirapan tayo kung halos lahat ng bola nila hard ball. May hirapan tayo pumalo pag out of system kasi magaling sila mag-block. Okay? So, pinakaunang gawin muna natin, yung blocking muna ang ayusin natin. Stick kayo sa base. Tapos, zona-zona. Area mo to. So, pag running si Peter doon, opener, kailangan naka-ready kayo palagi doon. Sa'yo, running ni Peter, yung quick, tapos yung medyo dos doon yung open. Halos lahat. So, kailangan doon, yung sukat ng responsibility mo malaki. O, kailangan ito lahat nung nandito, pwede mabantayan ko to. Ganyan. Okay? Yun lang yung kailangan natin tandaan. Dikit tayo. Aralin natin.
You're still watching the Spikers Turf 2023 Open Conference. Now, with the sudden loss of players, those participating in the U18 tournament and yung iba naman may ibang obligations, the VNS Griffins were able to acquire a new player, and that is Renz Cruz, who just started training this week. And according to head coach Ralph, he knows exactly what Reds can bring. He has actually auditioned or tried out for VNS way before, but then his erratic schedule in DLSU Dasmariñas just could not make him join VNS. But then now that he's free, added power talaga siya, especially sa offense. He is very quick and he is just what the team needs. Back to you, 7 Doc AJ.
Thank you very much, Yana Perlas. And that serve is out of control for Russell Fronda. Nagpapile up na yata yung service mistakes ng VNS.
Yeah, that's gonna be probably, by my count, 6 since the first set.
Cruz diving. Kept in play. Espejo makes an adjustment. Cut shot by Bugalay. Espejo with a killer.
Casanya not letting the blockers of VNS establish with that quick pin set to Espejo.
Alam mo, pag ganyan gagaling ang mga attackers mo, kailangan bilisan mo talaga eh. Para malinlang yung blocker sa kabila. Cruz, steady. One-handed set, punched over. Espejo says, I can't. I'm on just human. Push. Mark tries, but it's out of reach. Well done.
Signaled in this array in that previous rally. Then Bugalay just tipping one over.
Magkagulo kayo dyan. And John Mangulupnan, his serve in play. Oh, yes sir, JP Bogawan.
JP Bugawan just gotta admire that hang time. He was waiting in the air for Casanya's set.
You know, Bugawan is like an impending storm. It's already signal number 3 and can't do anything about it. That's a double whammy block.
Gonna be the 4th block just in this set, and Pedrosa is still struggling.
Ano yung sabi mo, 1 out of 7 or 8 attempts, ano?
Actually 10.
10 na. And Bugawan asserting himself on that bit of a regalo, and a timeout requested by VNS.
Bilang yun, syempre, pag-atake natin, paano? Nakita mo, nakatakip yung block sa cross eh, ba't may ko-cross? Diba? Doon ka sa, pwede sa seam or pwede may pa-check. Diba? Maraming pwede pagdaanan ng bola, bukod dun sa cross na yun eh. Nililimit, huwag niyo ilimit yung ano niyo, options niyo. Kailangan marami kayong options parati. Pag sinet sa inyo, alam niyo, marami kayong kaya. Kung kaya nila, kaya nyo rin. Pare-pares na tayo nag-training dito. Go tayo!
We have you back with us in just a short moment for the resumption of action after the timeout. Bugawan already with 11 markers here. Ang sarap bigyan ng bola ni Bugawan, ano? Kasi ang taas ng percentage niya to deliver eh. In the meantime, Espejo trying to look for an angle, didn't find it.
Not gonna challenge it. There's no touch. He knows that he
missed it. We have the count at 13-9. 4-point lead by Signal HD that took the first set 25-18. Oh, that connected despite the lack of precise contact.
Not just skill, but also luck is on his side right now.
Hard work creates the luck. And that landed very short. VNS now within 4 points.
Didn't use his full approach on that jump serve.
Masyadong casual, no?
Yeah.
Mangid gets to it. Oh, combination play. Well crafted.
Isay Marasigan tapping in into his former middle roots. Used to play a middle at some point in his career.
(15-10). Bugawan serve. Mangulabnan set. They get to it in time. Off the block. Saved at the baseline. Mangulabnan sets it up. Yes! Ron Medalla makes the contact.
Ron Medalla using his former teammates' arms for his advantage, tooling the block.
And Pedrosa all set to serve. Miguel gets to it. The set. Gentle touch. Playable. Close to the net. Knocked in by Torres.
Finally gets a solid one in.
And that propels us into the second technical timeout. 16-11, Signal in command.
Kapalit ako dalawa. Stars! Hi! Kapalit ako dalawa. Ready na. Go! Tapos, let's go!
We've got a very lively Sunday crowd enjoying the action wherever you are. And we have Mr. Ricky Palu, of course, overseeing operations here. Full schedule of volleyball for the former very good basketball player. (16-11) count. What must VNS do differently given all this firepower of Signal, AJ?
Well, I'm still seeing some lacking attempts from the middle. So it's easy for Signal to check the wings for VNS.
Asia sets it up. Let's see if they variate a bit. Yeah, parang panay open, ano? I have not tried a lot of quicks. Oh, adjustment as Miguel. Valbuena pounces in a joust. And there's a challenge. Hindi na daw, hindi na daw. Pwede ba mag-cancel ng order? Palagay ko, no?
They're not going to call a challenge after Peter Torres admits right away that he touched the net.
You know, it's all, might as well preserve it for later if you need it. Ano? We have an errant buzzer. Or is it an errant buzzer? It's a rotation thingy. I think, usually pag ganyan, it's a rotation matter. Sarap sa volleyball, ano, yung kalaban mo, pwede kayong magkwentuhan sa gitna pagka may ganyan. O pare, balita. Mas ka nga dyan, sabi ni Marcus Puente. Is it a rotation issue? scorer is clarifying, I think. Okay. Yep, it's called against. Yeah, it's a rotational fault. That's the official term for it. So it becomes 17-12. Mangulabnan, Sumanggid, just so solid. Good counter, and the net is shaken. And that'll make it 18-12.
Almost a good defense coming from VNS, but a net touch violation, unfortunately, on VNS.
That is always so disappointing when you've done something really solid. In the meantime, we're taking a moment here. This is Fronda? Yeah.
Yes, Fronda. By the look of it, like the net scraped his eye, probably.
Oh, he's wincing a bit, huh? Not a delightful feeling yung mukha mo nasa net.
Renz Cruz, the player Ayana featured a while ago, comes in.
And we've got Miguel's serve. Wendell's serve in play. Uh-oh. And the choreography there did not necessarily materialize, and we're going to have a timeout requested by VNS.
Kailangan na mabasa, mas dikit yung ngayon kasi yung kanina. Okay, nag-error lang tayo na nag-error, pero mas umaayos yung laro natin, mas nakaka-atake tayo. Tandaan nyo, kailangan muna lumusot yung mga atake natin. Kasi may receive tayo eh. Diba? Ngayon, syempre, pag papalustin nyo yung bola nyo, kailangan nyo mahihirapan man lang yung kalaban natin. Kasi chuma-chance ball ang chuma-chance ball eh. Magaling sila sa lahat ng aspects, so kailangan mag-double time tayo sa mga trabaho natin. So tayo, tara.
And we're just about ready to proceed and continue with the second set. Again, if you're just joining us, the first set going the way of Signal HD. The count then was 25-18. The current count here is 19-12, and the familiar Signal strut towards the finish line is in progress now. But good defense in the back row by Asia. This is blocked. Sumanggid gets to it. Asia, the alternate setter. And Valbuena issuing a bullet there.
High leaper Valbuena. Just firing it from the right wing.
Taas nga lumipad. Big lead, 8 points. That nicked the net, but we're in play. That's nowhere. That's going nowhere. As Valbuena and Torres connive. Watch it again.
Out of 9 attempts, only 3 successful ones for Pemi. He is smart from the pins. As I mentioned, no output from the middle, then it's going to be easy for Signal to just put up their defense on the wings.
Cruz. Some production. 21-13. Renz Cruz will be serving. Miguel. And the regalo is pounced upon. Rocky Motol doing rocky things with a haymaker of that regalo.
Yeah, taking advantage of that overpass coming from Miguel.
Cruz with his second serve. Another overpass, 2 in a row. 3 straight points by the Griffins.
Wendell Miguel struggling a little bit in that corner.
Sumanggid. That is checked. Balbuena, nowhere to go. 4 straight points by the Griffins. Timeout by Coach Dexter.
Hey, listen, 3-0 run because of pasa. Nasimulan kasi. Hoy, silip ka muna. Obvious na yung play mo. Kasi hindi na gumalaw yung blocker eh. Diba? Pwede mo namang, wala mo nang sungay, labas mo na si Alfred. Oh, one good pass, then proper execution. Stick to the system. Go.
Go guys, signal. Awesome. Signal. One team.
So, Coach Dexter Glamor asking for some variation as they become predictable in the last couple of plays. And ever since this guy has started serving, they produced points. Getting maximum elevation from Mark Espeo.
Automatic when they need a point.
Yeah, go-to guy.
Yeah.
Vaitarin seeing action for the first time.
Alexis Vaitarin back to the player roster after being one of the coaches for previous conferences.
Buhay volleyball talaga, no?
It's good to see him back as a player, though.
Blocked. Out of fair territory.
That's the 6th block of Signal, if I'm not mistaken. And that's what we call a Kong block, actually, in beach volleyball. That one-arm block.
How do you spell the Kong?
Kong, as in King Kong block.
Talaga?
Yeah, K-O-N-G.
Nice. I learned something new today. In the meantime, Vaitarin sends it long. We've got Mangulapnan serving. It crawls over the net. Espeo is rejected. Asia battles. Bugawan tips it cleanly. And we arrive at set point.
JP Bugawan, 5 out of 6.
Taas, no?
Attempts.
Taas.
No errors at that. His lone error, yung na-lift nung first set.
Off the block. Asia sets. Espeo cuts. Hindi tumawid. 4 touches.
You're going to go for a challenge on that. There's a block touch. Mark Espeo confident that he did enough to ricochet the ball out of the arms.
Again, earlier today, we had the Navy winning against the Air Force. So the Navy now with its 2nd win. And Air Force continues to have only 1 win in the number of games they've had so far. And here it is. Take a look.
There was indeed
Challenge
block
is
touch.
successful. Point will be replayed.
And the point will be replayed. Sorry, it's going to be Balbuena. We have a scorer's buzzer here. Yeah, the serve should be on the other direction. But Coach Dex is clarifying. No, it's correct. It should be the other way. Somebody's actually making a count. Yeah, Coach Clamor saying we were the last server. They're ahead comfortably, but you know, they want to make this as quick as possible. AJ, I know it's exciting for the team, for audiences to see 4 sets, 5 sets, but the players don't want to expend that much energy. If they can do it in 3, they'll finish it in 3.
Yeah. Because pag nagkaroon na ng mga tie sa standings,
that thing, yeah.
Of course, you would want to have the best standing,
without,
be it in points or sets.
Without dropping a set, that kind of thing. In the meantime, I think we're set to go. We're clear for takeoff. Balbuena serve. Mangulabnan. Sumanggid. Keeping it in play. Uh-oh. Again? There's a halt in the action. They're now reviewing the sequence as to who should serve. Mark Espejo is joining the conversation. Nagagalit ba yan, Coach? Hindi naman nagagalit yan eh. Nakikialam si Balbuena. This is not reviewable. Walang ano rito. The coaches are actually talking to each other. You know, it's going to take some time. We can review, we can rewind this whole sequence actually. We're sorting this out. Coach Dex and AJ trying to decipher who served last. Now they give the ball to the other side. Coach Dex does not agree. You can see him in the bottom of your picture, but he has a 7-point lead, so I don't think he'll complain that much. Just shows you how important each point is. Here we go. Let's keep playing. Sumanggid, Asia, Espejo. Everybody's scampering. Espejo blocked. Asia keeps it in play. Mark says, let me do it. It's out, and that'll do it.
Third time's the charm for Mark Espejo in that rally as they close in set number 2.
At 25-17, took a while before we had the final count, but that'll stay. It's a 2-set lead by Signal. you have us back with you wherever you are. Seb Sarmeta, AJ Perea, and Liana Perlas. Set 2. Took a while before we ended it, AJ, but then still, it's Signal in control of this match.
Yeah, and Signal just blasting from Bugawan, Espejo, and Peter Torres also providing decent numbers in set number 2. And over on the other side, VNS, Bagalay was the only one doing some of the points, but not as efficient. And Pedrosa still being checked. Medalla had a couple of points, but not enough to catch up to the offensive of Signal, as they blasted away with 15 attack points compared to 10 of VNS. But the major highlight is the block points, as we can see 6 blocks compared to 1 of VNS. So just by the attacks and the blocks, an 11-point disadvantage for VNS, and let's see how they will adjust here in set number 3.
Dominating performance, the first set going the way of Signal, of course, 25-18. The second set, it was theirs as well, 25-17. As we await the start of the third.
And Signal will be fielding in some of the bench, giving in some exposure.
Okay, some new faces that we will identify as we sail along. Feitarin is there. They make a change at the libero. Sandy Montero will be there as the alternate libero. Number 5, Bonono is there. And number 9 is Arriesgado. Sinoy. And we're underway. Asia. And Valbuena connects cleanly.
Valbuena right away from the right wing.
Si Chu Niga nandyan din. And quickly, this second unit already on the board. Pedrosa high up. Montero was there. 2 points right away.
Arriesgado introducing himself as one of the new additions to Signal.
They get some playing time, huh? Here's Jubilatia. Nicely done on the quick. They should perhaps do a little more of that.
Yeah, definitely more of that, para hindi sobrang bantay yung mga wings for VNS.
Taking care of that first point. It is 2-1. 1 serving now. Magalay. Jubilatia. And just as quickly.
Chuinjiga, former Ateneo middle, going above the blockers on that quick attack.
And it's 3-1, courtesy of Chuinjiga. The set, the miss. And Arriesgado not in the proper spot, perhaps.
Moto, back-to-back points from the middle.
Red Screws, who initiated a bit of a run by VNS in the last set, back on the floor. And that does not stop the power of that block.
Edmar Bonono squeezing in through the block from that shoot set from Asha.
You know, reliable talaga dito si Jewel Asia, huh? That's an alternate set. That manages to find some passage into the other side. It's 4-3 Signal, though.
Pedrosa has been the missing link in the first 2 sets. Let's see if he will be able to rise to the occasion here in this set.
That block, unable to stop it from going out, and Signal jumps out in front by 2, 5-3. Take a second look.
All players now for Signal with 1 point each.
He'll face also for VNS. Jackie Buslig wearing number 1. He will be serving in just a short while. It is 5-4. Wala, kailangan bumala sa boat. More so on the side of VNS.
Even if they're a lot of men short.
Hindi tumawid. And look at this. We're tied at 5. This second unit will keep its playing time as long as they hold the fort. The set by Mangolagnan, and there's a bit of overreach.
And there's going to be a net touch violation on Cruz.
Yeah, a little of everything. Cruz, Mangolagnan, Bagalay, that's a net touch. The second referee, that's his main responsibility.
So very tight third set here.
Yeah. Good start by VNS. Uh-oh.
Once again.
Alam mo yung rotation error, kuminsan rotation mistake, ano? Kung minsan nakakalimutan ng player, you can ask actually. Kasi yung shifting ng position and the fault, they give the point to Signal. Excellent attempt to pounce on the flight and touch last by Cruz.
Cruz almost let go of it.
Oo. Yung parang gusto niya, can I get that point back? Technical TO.
Tapos kulang tayo reach over ha, pasok ng kamay. Uy pare, magigigil ka sa block. Magigigil ka sa block ha? Timingan mo lang. Ay, paunahin mo lang. Ang importante naman nakaka-check ka. Tuloy na tuloy sa back row. Hinihintay mo na isi-set sa'yo eh. Diretso ka. Go, go, go.
You're still watching the Spikers Term 2023 Open Conference. This is the VNS Griffins going against the Signal HD Spikers. Now, one thing that head coach Dex Clamor always tells his second stringers is pag ginamit sila, kailangan nila mag-perform or even better, do more than the first 6. And that's exactly what we can see from the Signal HD Spikers. And of course, Coach Dex mentioned that, of course, they aren't lacking. They've been doing great. And with their efforts, for sure, they'll be the next go-to players of their squad. Back to you, 7 Doc AJ.
Thank you very much. Parang may kumikiliti kay Ayana doon sa ilalim. Natawa ng tawa eh. Okay. Look at this.
Fightarin with back-to-back aces.
And look at the people who are cheering him. The smart stringers. Bugbog kayo bukas sa practice. And that's the role of the second 6 really. Nicely done. Hindi lang umabot. Good attempt though.
Buslig sending it straight to the net. Now Signal with a big 5-point lead.
But actually, you know, VNS should try that. See,
Yeah,
just
more
keep,
back row attack.
Just keep doing it. I remember AJ when Eliza Valdez was starting. Nung binabantayan na siya, she started to learn how to play the pipe.
Yeah.
Diba? So it's part of your evolving and your growth as a player also. In the meantime, the serve. That's down and out.
Giga with that runner.
Now, may I ask you, is it a different approach, different attempt if you're hitting from the back row compared from the wings?
You just have to be conscious of the line, basically. Not to step on it, but a lot of broad jumping involved if you're coming from the pipe.
Uh-oh, Mangulap na, nearly ramming into us, and they scored on this.
Pedrosa, better performance here in the third set.
You had
It's 2
mentioned,
out of 3.
yeah, you had mentioned that he was groping for form, and he's really being marked here. 12-8 is the count. That's an open space.
Giga 3-4-3 in the middle. So Signal really flaunting their middles in this match. First it was Bogawan, then Torres, and now in Giga.
We're at 13-8. And that's out of reach and outside on the serve. That'll make it 13-9. Can't help but admire VNS. So many odds stacked up against them. They're just fighting on. Montero is there. Balbuena shooting. And Buslig is short.
Just too much wrist away action for Buslig.
And Buslig is replaced by Ron Medalla. Signal at 14 against 9. And Giga serving. VNS getting a point on the attack.
Cruz overpowering the block from the middle.
Diniinan. They got that line. Balbuena is a flyer.
Really impressive numbers being shown by the second 6 of Signal right now.
They're enjoying their playing time, you know.
9 out of 11 attempts collectively.
In the meantime, Balbuena messes up his serve. Medalla will be serving. This is the team captain of this unit. Escado. And again, the flying V. And we arrive at the second technical timeout. Signal comfortably ahead.
Tatagil lang mga 2 seconds o 3 seconds sa service area pagkapito. Take time tayo sa service, ha? Pagkapito, hampas muna, gamay. Okay?
Water?
Tapos, dami nating service error kanina eh. Nakita nyo naman kung ano yung problema ng first set, di ba? Maraming service error. Nung kayo na pinasok, dapat tayo yung magbibigay ng disiplina. Nakita natin daming error, di ba? Dapat di na tayo mag-contribute. Dapat positive naman na. Ha? O, di ba? Tapos.
Here is a quick glimpse at where everybody is, AJ, after the win by Navy earlier today.
Yeah, and as we mentioned a while ago, Signal still at the top with Navigators Iloilo and looking to get solo lead at number 1.
Ball nearly lost but kept alive, and touch blast by Cruz, who's been nipped along that sideline. Time and again, Faitaren.
Faitaren also asking some spotlight from the middle.
This is fun to watch. The starters are in the corner. They're the ones doing the warm-up. They're the ones cheering. Cruz, 17-11. Bonono, and there's an open spot. Good counter.
Balbuena finally stopped by the blockers of VNS. But still quite a lead to catch up to.
Lalo na yung dulo, no? Pag lumampas ng 15 eh. Good dig.
Faitaren, 3 out of 3, 100%.
Look at the starters. They're celebrating.
Just in this set alone, I think he has already 5 points with that 2 service aces a while ago.
Baka nagka-campaign para maging per 6. Oh! In play! Block solidly! And Giga knocking that down. Look at them. Look at the starting 6 celebrate. 7-point lead. We have a timeout.
Challenge natin kasi wala namang choice kundi matututo tayo dito sa ginagawa natin. Ha? Go tayo, go. Tara. Go lang yan. Wala sa atin. Hey, go! Hey! 1, 2, 3. VNS! Go lang ha, go lang. Lakas sa loob.
19-12 is the count here. Matter of minutes or moments before Signal wraps this up in a straight set win. However, that serve of Faitaren is long. 19-13. Masaya ang practice nila bukas, ano? Kasi lahat nakapaglaro, eh, di ba?
Unless it's a rest day.
Pagka talo, may practice.
Yeah.
Pagka nanalo, sige, bahala kayo sa buhay niyo. 20-13 count.
And yeah, crazy efficiency shown by the second 6 right now in terms of attack.
Ang taas ng percentage, ano?
Yeah. And well distributed at that.
Yes. A little of everything from everybody. Balbuena, Menjiga. We had Faitaren earlier. 6-point lead by Signal. Trying to saw it all up. Long.
Not the service error they can afford at this juncture.
Gulo nung for 6, ano? Good set. Balbuena with a hand on it. Oh, now Bonono joins the party. 22-14. It's always good when the entire team can play. Ano? Yung, everybody happy. 22-14, and the slow drag to the end of the match being done now. Cruz keeps it in play. Asia.
Pedrosa finally getting another point off the block of Menjiga.
22-15. Montero. Halain mo. Broken play na nagawa ng paraan.
Bonono just putting up a decent show in the air just to save the ball.
And Giga serving. Shoulder action. Cruz. Long. And we arrive at match point. Chu and Giga. And that'll do it. The Signal HC Spikers are all happy campers. as everybody gets a chance to play here today. Gallant stand by VNS, but just too much firepower by Signal AJ.
Yeah, and commendable performance by the second stringers in set 3. Even better than the first 2 sets.
Okay. Yeah. We'll take a short break and we'll wrap this up with our best player as well as the schedule and the team standings down the road.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic test, 1, 2, 3. Hello, mic test, 1, 2, 3.
Ayan ang Perlas mic test. Mic. Welcome back to the Spiker Serve 2023 Open Conference, and that ends our second game for our Volleyball Sunday here at Spiker Serve live at the Paco Arena. And that was actually just 3 sets for our Signal HD Spikers. And joining me now is the best player of the game, JP Bugawan. Hello, JP.
Hello.
Congratulations. Now, JP, alam ko naman na parang majority sa inyo may sakit. You included, may sipon ka. So, how are you kind of able to stay consistent knowing na hindi ka 100% in today's game?
Iniisip lang namin yung about sa commitment namin sa team, and pinupush talaga yung sarili namin kahit na anong mangyari. Kumbaga sinasabi ng coaches namin na walang dahilanan.
Now, of course, like what you said, do everything for your team. Now, ito naman yung second stringers ninyo, nag-step up talaga in today's game, and ikaw, isa ka sa mga inspiration kahit veteranong sila. How will you kind of motivate them to maintain that performance in the next games to come?
Also, yung system namin as a team na kung sino man ipasok, magpe-perform talaga.
Okay, thank you so much, JP. May gusto ka bang batiin, JP?
Shout out sa lola ko sa Pangasinan, sa Antique, and also the HD Signal Spikers fans. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much. Once again, this is JP Pugawan of the Signal HD Spikers, our best player of the game. Back to you, 7 Doc AJ.
Maraming salamat, Liana, and wow, great performance by JP Pugawan. But the thing that Liana pointed it out very clearly, the second unit also did a great job here today.
Yeah, and you can see in the stats, set number 3, 15 attack points. And by my count, just 2 errors out of those attempts. Grabe. Taas ng efficiency ng second stringers in that match. And even 6 blocks.
You could
6 blocks compared to 1 and 2 aces.
That supplies the argument and boosts the argument that you can actually form 2 teams with Signal.
Yes, exactly. Even if they gave out 7 errors, it's all because of being more aggressive in terms of their offense, and yeah, just a one-sided action in the third set. Valiant effort from VNS for having very lagas yung tao nila, but valiant effort. They're at 3-3 right now, but for the next games they need to win if they want to make it to the Final Four.
A field of 11, you're going to have 10 games. Here's the schedule on Wednesday. The Navy and the Vanguards get to meet in the second game, and Imos against Army in the first one, also here at the Paco Arena. Thank you, Doc AJ Pareja, Ayana Perlas, and all of us who come together to produce, show, present power and passion coming together here. And the place simply known as the Spikers Turf. Thank you. Good night.